There you are. Hey Kevin, how's it going? Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. My computer was just letting me select the computer audio.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I do that sometimes. I forget to do that sometimes too. Can you see the screen that I'm sharing with you?
Yeah, I see it on the side here.
Awesome. First, I'm going to ask you, what do you do, and what is social video? How long have you been doing it for? All that good stuff. Tell me a little bit about social video.
Yeah, Social Video is actually a new company that I started last year in 2018.
Oh, cool.
But it came from basically a company that I had for about 18 years. I learned a lot from that and realized that I really wanted to focus on small and mid-sized businesses and delivering video content for them.
Cool.
So I reformed the company and started Social Video, really to focus on creating video content that utilizes the most affordable price point for small and mid-sized businesses.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what we basically do. We help small to medium-sized businesses as well. So it seems like we got the same premise here. Yeah, we just actually launched in the U.S. Actually, we were founded in 2013 in a little town just outside of Calgary. Our owner owned two hotels in the ice fields. So what he found is that he couldn't get people or couldn't find them. It took him too long to get to change a light bulb for a plumber, all sorts of different services that he would need for the two hotels. So what he did is he created the app so he could get people to actually fill those requests for him, and then it just kind of grew from there. Now we do everything. We're right across Canada. We just launched in Denver and in Phoenix. We're going right across the U.S. this year. So we're pretty full up in Canada, and we're going crazy going across the U.S. this year. So especially with your business where you're online based, right? And we have customers even in Canada that need help with that kind of stuff for, like you said, you deal with just small to medium size, and that's basically what our clientele is. We have the odd big ones, but for the most part, it's small and medium sized businesses who we cater to in North America. So.
Interesting. And what drove you to push towards the U.S.?
Our boss, our founder, wants to help people, and he just keeps reinvesting and growing, and I don't know, his vision is he wants to go global. So he's got a good got a good vision, and he's so far so good. So actually Amazon was looking at us there, so you never know. I'm sure if we go right across the US, I'm sure they'll look even more into us. So
yeah. So what kind of connections are people building? I mean, what kind of
all sorts. I just met with a customer here. She does. She's looking for big deals, and I just signed up a customer that does that as well. You never know who you're going to meet. Like he had just signed up. He tried it out, and the next week I was talking to somebody that was looking to try to sell her business. So I just well, here you go. I give him the information. Go ahead, right? You never know. That's why she was kind of well, it's just small to medium size. I said, well, yeah, but just in the Edmonton area where I'm from here, just in the roofing industry, we did $2.1 million last year. So that's not including anything else, right? That's just roofing itself. So, I mean, it's networking. You never know. It's like yourself, a little bit of an investment. You never know what's going to happen, right? Who you're going to meet, who you're going to come across. That's all we're doing, was connecting people, trying to get them to get their return on investment as quick as possible. If they need help with social media, sales and marketing, we'll get our team to help them with that and stuff like that. So we're here. As soon as they sign up, we're not here to here, good luck. We're always trying to help them and grow and see how they can succeed, right? So.
Is it mostly B2B or B2C?
There's all sorts. We get our base of consumers, I should say social members, from community leagues, charities, and kids hockey teams, judo, stuff like that. So we try to train our members first before they go in and start making requests. Because when we launched in 2013, we were just getting everybody. So it was craziness, just like Facebook, where people were just putting crazy posts up there. requests just to test it out, right? So our business owners are busy; they don't have time to waste for stuff like that. So we try to train the user before they go on and make requests, right?
How many members do you have right now?
I only know the numbers for Edmonton area. We have 50,000 members, social members in Edmonton, and just under 10,000 businesses. And that's just for Edmonton. That's not including Calgary and the rest of Alberta, and then obviously Canada-wide, and then now Phoenix and Colorado right now. But then we can pretty much get any. That's the only places we have offices, but we're right across the U.S. We just don't have offices in every state yet. Or that's kind of a slow process. So.
Nice.
So this is basically how it works, Kevin. So they would put in the request here, and they would put, like, for you, it'd be like promotional videos. So let's see what they say for videos here. So video wall, corporate. Would you do corporate? So maybe business, probably not corporate, eh? Because you said small to medium size, right?
Right.
So do business video production. Say I have a small business. Business, and I'm looking to make a short promo video. And then they could probably put in there, say if they've done commercials before, they can maybe put like how much they think they have or what they think it would be worth, or just kind of, if they don't know, they could put that in there as well. And they'd submit it to the business community if it's urgent. If they needed it yesterday, they could put that in there. Usually it's just regular, but you never know. And then their budget, they could put a budget if they have. That's the other thing, when you put in the request to you, if you look at it, they can't tell that you're looking at it. So if it's not for you and in the budget's not even close, you don't have to respond to it. But if you want, you can still respond to it, but you could just be like, listen here, buddy, this is not even close. It's not going to come. It's not going to be like, if you get something like this, some people won't waste their time, but then they'll be like, yes, don't waste my time. It's going to cost a lot more than that. So I don't know how much it would be. So it's just, for example, they'd put that in there. And they'd be like, I know you're a busy man. We'll put 3 dates and times we can meet up, or on, like, just like right now online, kind of go over everything, kind of see what the next step is. And this is how it would look on your end here. See if you can find an American here. Come on, Jack. So, let's see here. There we go, there's an American one. So this one's painting. Just then they'd put obviously the subject would be freebie video, then the description on there. Now on our network here, we only use a postal or zip code and a city. So that way, the only time they can know your exact information once you respond to them, then you can give them your information for them to contact you. That's another cool thing we have is, so when we have like the kids sports teams on here, on their little network, when they're talking to their friends on here, if people go into their profile or whatever, they can't tell where they are. It's only an email and a postal code, so you can't track them like you can on Facebook. It's all about privacy on our network here, so that's what our owner kind of prides himself on. And then you'd have obviously the time frame and budgets. Then you reply to that, and all your stuff would be saved in here. So you just click your experience signature, and you'd be able to respond to whatever their question was or on here. And then you just hit send, and then you can deal with them from either there, or if you have a website, we can link that as well. So this is our biggest deal so far. Came on our community network. Whoops, the wrong button here. Let's see. Jack's a little slow today. That's our mascot, Jack.
Nice.
There you go. So it's similar to Facebook. The only difference is that the only people that can post on there is our business members. So it's not as much spamming, obviously, which is cool. So you can click on them whenever they post on there, and it would go right to their profile. So they'd have all about their business. And if they have a website, you can link it right there, so you can either go on their website and do business with them or through the app itself. And then they have a rating system. No ratings on this guy. And what I clicked on before is you can create your own community, sort of like a Facebook page. And you can invite your current customers and then create and invite your new ones. And you can do discussions, bulletin boards, all that cool stuff on here as well. And
so that's how you can promote the business.
That's right.
So essentially, it's a listing for the business that somebody can just find versus making a request.
That's right. Yeah, it's just another way, right? And then you can interact with the other businesses on there too, right? In the networks, you can join other community networks and kind of comment on stuff and kind of interact with the other business owners on there as well. We also offer jobs, so you can, if you're looking to expand and looking to hire people, you can post on here as well. And you can also, if you got some free time, so you never know what's going to be posted on the job board as well. There'll be jobs posted here. Oh, not that one. Right here. So there's always, every day there's different jobs posted on here by different businesses as well. So you never know what you're going to find on there. We also have reporting for the 10 max categories. You can see which one's working the best for you. Just click on here. So you can see how reports by the week, month, or however long. And if one category isn't doing so well for you, you can switch it out to try something different. We have a rating system on here, 1 to 5. The only difference between our rating system in Facebook, Google, Yelp, all those other ones, the only time somebody can rate you unless they've done business with you. So as soon as you exchange funds with them, then you're like, can you go on there and rate me? So even if you give them a quote and they don't like your quote, you're like, well, that's way too expensive. I'm only giving you 1 star. They can't do that. And on the other hand, your friends and family can't go on there and give you 5 stars either. So it's an actual real rating system on here, which I like myself.
Yeah, that's nice.
Exactly. And we have a suggestion box, so customers can go on there, do all sorts of cool things, suggest, make ideas. I should move this out of the way here.
Is that suggestion box for the platform or for the business?
For both, actually. Anybody can make suggestions and ideas, actually. Now, I know you are online based, but let's just say if you wanted to go meet with a customer face to face, we can put how far you want to go. So some companies will go 600 kilometers, obviously be miles for you, 600 kilometers, 200 kilometers, the max out how far you want to go. But you can put it on your profile, say, I'll drive this far, but obviously online I can do however, you can do pretty much anywhere in North America. So you put that in your profile, and like I said, there's the link. So that was how it would look for your website. If you have a website, just click and it go right to there. Like I said, they can do business with you on your website or on the portal itself. Then you'd have your signature down here, obviously your information on your business, your social media, all that stuff. So when you respond to them, they would see all that, so they can check you out and vet you and all that good stuff. So it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty neat. Do you have any questions so far?
Not really. I guess, what are people seeing in terms of business on it?
Yeah, I'm just a sales guy, but I'm going to send you a follow-up email and just respond to that and let me know what numbers you want me to look up, and I can definitely do that for you. It's not hard for me to do. I can get a technical team to do that. I'm just going to show you how it breaks down here. Just put the code in. So this is all Canadian and American funds, it's the same thing. The code hasn't. So this is the yearly plan. The difference between the yearly plan and the monthly plan is after the 5 free leads on the monthly plan, it's $2. So it's like a coffee fee every time you respond to a lead. On the yearly plan, it's free for the whole year. So you can respond to 100, 200, 300 leads and it won't cost you anything. It's all included. So for the year or for the monthly plan, it's $99 to launch your site, up to $39.92 a month, recurring every month. And then obviously the yearly plans are one payment. And we hold your credit card on there, and on your profile it shows you when the renewal date is. So you can, and we'll give you 30, 60, 90 day notice. So we're not going to be like, oh, guess what? You're automatically renewed. So we always keep that on your profile, so you're always aware of when you have to re-up and all that good stuff. So.
And what's the difference? What's the project logs, invoicing?
Oh yeah, sorry. We just launched invoicing on our app. So like if you're right beside a customer, you can invoice them right then and there, and it makes it that much easier. And we're just actually finishing off the bugs. We're going to actually add accounting software to the app as well. We're always growing and upgrading the app for especially business owners like yourself that are always on the go, right? So instead of having to carry a bunch of papers, it's already right in the app, so you just have it all there, so you don't have to kind of have all that extra weight with you when you're on the go. So make it easier for you.
Do you know what the average size of the job is in terms of revenue?
In terms of revenue, it all depends on what categories there is. Like obviously for contractors, it's going to be a lot. We just had a big. We have a lot of realtors on our network. So what they do is they use us, especially if they have to do a lot of things to the house, and they just put requests on the network. So we just had a move in, move out clean we had to do, and they needed everything. They need to fix everything and all that stuff. So it's projects like that, and then we have other it's free to go on. You can actually go on and look and check it out. It's unbelievable how much different stuff is on there. Like you name it. Like I was floored on the kind of business that goes on in there. So, and I know we have lots of. Because I've sat down with a lot of businesses that don't have websites, SEO, video production. It's amazing how many companies don't think that they need that kind of stuff. And in this day and age, I just went to a course actually. This is the first time ever in 2019 that digital marketing has surpassed print media. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. So that's good for you.
Yeah. So the difference between the basic, in terms of the categories of expertise, that's just where you're listed.
That's for where you capture your leads from, right? So obviously, the more categories you have, the more leads you're going to capture, right? So that's basically how it works. And yourself.
The business portfolio, is that basically a?
That's your website. The link to the website on your profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the basic one, you don't have a link to your broker?
No, but you can still, like that one gentleman, he just put a bunch more information on there. But I mean, you can still put your website on your email contact, like all your social media and that if you want. But obviously it looks that much more professional if you do have a website to link it on there, so that way it's there. So they can just kind of go right to there and do business with you. Makes it a little easier. Right, so give them the option anyways.
Cool. And how quick have people been finding leads?
It all depends on what there is. Like my job is when we have unanswered leads is to go look for people. So I've been going like crazy. You never know right now I'm looking for cleaners, I'm looking for contractors, because all our guys are busy right now. So if the leads are left for a couple days, then that's my job is to go look for stuff like that. So and we have a bunch of customers, like I said, that don't have websites, we just actually got a wedding photographer video guy, but he only does video for weddings, so we don't have specific just for businesses, right? So you're a little different than him. He just kind of, his focus is just weddings, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting platform. You know, I've seen they've invested in a variety of different platforms trying to get leads and so forth.
Yep.
That hasn't been done as well as I'd like.
Yeah, it's funny you mention that because I've talked to a few Americans over the last few months, and they say that a lot of they all get the same ones and all the different platforms. It seems like it's the same people, but whereas ours is different because we have specific numbers, so we vet them. It's not like public like Facebook, so it'd be a little different than those other platforms. That's why our owner that's how we want to grow slowly and educate our users so stuff doesn't happen like that. You don't get the same people on every platform. We want to get kind of more learned kind of customers on here. So,
right.
And obviously having that many business owners, they're looking for stuff like that. So it's a little, business owners are a little more serious than the average Joe, right? So.
And then in terms of so you got a yearly cost and a monthly cost.
Yep.
You said for the monthly cost, there's a $100 registration fee.
Yeah, it's included in the yearly anyways too. But yeah, it's just for the monthly. It's a $99 registration fee for your profile, and then it breaks down monthly. So $23.25 for basic, $31.58 for plus, and $39.92 for the pro. So for pro, it'd be $140 something with tax, It'd be a little different for you. I don't know what the tax system is out there. I only know out here. So depending on what the tax is. Here we only have one tax, 7% I think it is. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure if you'd have to charge taxes since you're located here.
Well, it would be through your state, so because we have obviously we're in the States too, so maybe I don't know how that works. Maybe we wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I'd look into
it's
that.
based on if you have a physical location, that's what we would.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe then. Well, it would make sense then. I guess once we put your postal code in, we'd figure it out. It would. I'm sure it would automatically calculate it, because that's what it does when we put in the postal code or the zip code, right? So because different provinces have different taxes out here, so.
So the basic is $279 plus $99.
Nope.
$279 plus $99.
Yeah, it'd be $23.25 plus $99, so $123.25 plus tax, $131.58 plus tax, $139.92 plus tax, and then yearly it's all included. So $279.370. It's more expensive on the monthly, obviously, because you're paying it in little. But you can always, if you like it after the first couple months, you can upgrade to the yearly and just pay the difference. So it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, this monthly's really good, I'm gonna pay another $479. No, you just pay the difference. So then we can upgrade you to the yearly.
Gotcha. So it's either way, it's 128, 24 to start.
Yeah, for the basic. Yeah.
For the basic.
Yep.
And then what's the project logs?
Project logs. I think it's just your projects, like basically what you're working on when you're logging up. Yeah, like for more so for. There's all sorts of things I haven't really looked into. I'm pretty sure that's. I only just focus on the invoicing, job posting, reporting. Because when we're going through our presentation, it's not on there. So that's the only thing I don't go through my presentation is project logs. Everything else I go through. That's a good question. I've never even really looked into that, but I'm sure that's what it is. Like just logging the projects you're working on, kind of like just an additional thing for you to kind of keep track of what you're working on, right?
You said that I can log on for free and see what's.
Yeah, you can go on there and make requests. Kind of play with it, and like it's free to be a social member, so you can create a social account and it's free. We only charge the business members to be on our platform.
And can I see what kind of companies are on there?
No, because you can if they post in the community networks. If they don't, then you can't. Like remember where I showed you there, like sort of like Facebook. If they don't post on there, then you can't. And then if you put a request, then you'll see them because they'll be responding to your request, right? Because I just put in a request the other day for some customers for cleaning and for construction, and I got like a bunch of responses, so I have to respond to them here pretty quickly because you don't want to leave them for too long. So.
Right. So there's not really a way to do a search for businesses.
No, there's other sites that do it that way, but we find because our founder, he wants the privacy, so we give them the option. If they do, they can post on the community network, but if they don't, they can just stay kind of invisible, right, until somebody responds to them, right, to their area of expertise. So
yeah, because I'm a little not having the ability to promote service or being in a location that you don't necessarily have a lot of clients. I can see people not necessarily wanting to use like video services, even though we do everything remotely.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see a concern there, not necessarily generating as many leads or potential return on investment as it needs.
Well, like I said, I can send you out an email, and if you have any concerns, if you want numbers, I can get our sales and marketing team and to look into that for you. I don't know them myself, so I'm not the numbers guy. I'm just a sales guy, so I wouldn't be able to get those for you, but I can get them for you if need be. So
Okay. Yeah, it'd be great if I'll look at that email, see what questions I have and respond back to you.
Exactly, for sure. Awesome. Well, it was nice talking to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you too.
Have a good day, man.
All right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.